Hello and welcome all GEL students and family. My name is Parker Shaffer and I'm a senior biology major here at Gonzaga and the GEL student coordinator for this weekend. And this weekend obviously didn't quite pan out originally like we had planned it. So I want to thank all of the faculty and staff that have put in so much hard work to still make it an amazing experience. And I also want to thank you for being here, the families and students, to still try to understand what Gonzaga is and get an experience similar to GEL, I hope. And to all of you high school seniors out there still trying to make a decision, my heart goes out to you. As someone who didn't make their decision until the very last day of April, just weighing out every option, I can't even begin to fathom how much more difficult this decision has become. When I visited Gonzaga's campus, there was something that set it apart for me, but I just couldn't quite put a name to it. And as I began to visit other colleges, I began to realize that none of these other colleges quite made me feel as welcomed and included as Gonzaga did. If you ask any student here at GU why they chose Gonzaga or why they've continued to stay, I nearly guarantee you that they always say something along the lines of community. Community is fundamental to the Gonzaga experience, something that I think is best exhibited through the dining experience here at Gonzaga. And so most students eat at this place called the Cog. And just a little side note, the food there is phenomenal. And if you do come here, I highly suggest fajitas and sandwiches made by Dorothy. They're both great. But anyways, that first week of school was filled with so much anxiety regarding meals. I was terrified by the idea of eating alone. But by that, 2 weeks in, I had my buddies with whom I would go and eat, and that alone was a great way to just build a small community. But it got even better. By a month in, I felt comfortable just walking into the Cog alone, pretty sure that I would find someone that I knew. Everyone was just so welcoming and willing to meet people. One of my favorite days from my first year was when I spent 4 hours in the cafeteria just bouncing from table to table, talking to other students that I met in my classes, then meeting their friends, growing my net and expanding my community. The welcoming nature and genuine interest that GU students show one another is just remarkable and comforting. This was one of the many experiences showing me that I was at home. Throughout the rest of my 4 years at Gonzaga, I have constantly found unique reminders about how special of a place this is. This passion and love for Gonzaga is widespread, and I hope that it is something you are able to feel by being here today. In order to help you find that experience, we have scheduled the rest of the day as follows. There will be small group chats with student ambassadors until 11:30 to help you better understand the student perspective, as well as open houses on Zoom until 11:30 where you can chat with staff representing the many different student involvement and support offices we have here at GU. After that will be a presentation about adjusting to college life for students and families, and a presentation on student health and wellness. The former will begin at 11:30 and the latter at 12:15. At 1 p.m., we will begin our academic information sessions, which will include the following topics: College of Arts and Sciences, core curriculum, School of Business Administration, School of Education, School of Engineering and Applied Sciences, which also includes computer science, pre-health sciences, nursing, and performing arts. We recognize that many of you may be interested in learning about more than one academic area, so we will be offering a second session consisting of the exact same topics that will begin at 1:45 immediately following that first session. And finally, the last bit of programming we have is an opportunity to ask Gonzaga students anything you would like at the student panel beginning at 2:30 p.m. Lasting until 3:30, this will be another fantastic chance to better understand the life of a Gonzaga student. And that's all we have planned for you today. I hope everyone has a fantastic experience because I truly believe you belong here at Gonzaga and can be yourself. I wish you all the best with your decision-making process and college career. And during this time, I also want to send the warmest of wishes, praying that you and your family are safe and healthy. Thank you. Go Zags!